All right, let's get right into it. We're tackling the big question. Free 3D AI generators versus the paid ones. Which ones are actually worth your time and which ones are just hype? I promise you, the answer is probably not what you're thinking.
And I'm not exaggerating here. I spent 2 solid weeks putting these tools head to head, and honestly, what I found completely changed my mind about the whole free versus paid debate. Some free tools absolutely destroyed premium services in certain tasks, and some paid ones, well, they just weren't worth the cash.
So, if you're trying to figure all this out and want to avoid wasting a ton of money and getting seriously frustrated, you are in exactly the right place.
First up, we've got to understand the world we're stepping into. We're in this amazing new era for 3D creation. But let's be real, it's kind of like walking through a minefield right now.
It seems like every week there's a new 3D AI tool that pops up, and every single one promises to be the next big thing. But picking the wrong one doesn't just hurt your wallet, it wastes your most precious resource, your time, sending you down a frustrating rabbit hole of terrible results.
And that brings us to the heart of the matter, and the biggest myth we really need to bust. You know the one, the idea that you always get what you pay for.
We're all taught to think that a bigger price tag automatically means better quality. But in the world of 3D AI, that's a huge oversimplification. The truth is, these tools are highly specialized. A free tool might be an absolute champion for one kind of job, while an expensive one is king in a completely different area. There is no single best tool for everything.
So, let's stop talking and start looking at the proof. I really put these platforms through the ringer to see exactly where they shine and where they completely fall flat.
And I mean, I really tested them. I generated over 200 different models. We're talking everything from simple furniture to complex human characters and even super precise technical parts. I wanted to see how they held up under real-world pressure. And the results are pretty fascinating. For simple objects like, say, a chair, you honestly couldn't tell the difference between the free and paid versions. But the moment you try to create a complex human figure with a detailed face, whoa, that's where the premium services definitely pulled ahead. It proves the point. It all depends on the job.
Let me give you a perfect example. In one test, a free tool actually made better, cleaner architectural models than a service that cost $40 a month. But when I needed a mechanical part with exact dimensions, the paid platforms were way more consistent and accurate.
But you can't just stop at the quality of the model. The true cost of using these services, well, it goes way beyond that monthly subscription fee.
I mean, some of these pro-level platforms can go for as much as $99 a month. And sure, they have incredible power, but that price is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole ecosystem of other costs you have to know about. Think about it. Free services often make you wait in long processing queues. Paid services might let you cut the line, but what about the fine print on commercial licensing or limits on which file formats you can export? These hidden costs can sneak up and totally mess with your workflow and your budget.
And here's a cost that has nothing to do with money and everything to do with skill: prompt engineering. This is the art of writing the perfect text prompt to get the AI to do what you want. And let me tell you, every platform, whether it's free or paid, speaks a slightly different language. Getting good at this is absolutely non-negotiable if you want quality results.
So, after all this testing, I kinda stumbled upon what feels like a secret weapon, a strategy that really gives you the best of both worlds.
The big question, right? How do you get those amazing premium quality results without having to pay those huge subscription fees for every little thing?
The answer is the hybrid workflow, and the strategy is brilliantly simple. You use the fast, flexible free tools for all your initial brainstorming and rapid prototyping. Get the core idea right first. Then, and only then, do you take your polished idea to a paid service for that final, high-resolution professional output. And the impact here is massive. By using paid services only for that final, crucial step, this workflow can slash your spending by around 70%. You get the creative freedom of free tools in the professional quality of paid ones, all while being super smart with your budget.
So ultimately, this whole thing changes the conversation. It's not free versus paid anymore. It's about being a smart, informed creator who knows exactly which tool to use for which job. So here's a quick little guide for you. If you're a hobbyist just having fun, stick with the best free tools. They're incredible. If you're a freelancer or you have a small business, that hybrid workflow is your new best friend. And for the big studios where time is money, a premium subscription is often the right call.
The bottom line is this: the 3D AI space is moving at lightning speed.
The best tool today might be old news in 6 months. Your ability to adapt and stay curious is way more valuable than being loyal to any one brand.
And that's the real takeaway. Winning isn't about choosing free or paid. It's about deeply understanding what you need and then building a custom toolkit that works perfectly for your project, your budget, and your own creative process. So now I want to turn it over to you. What have you discovered on your own 3D AI adventures? Let us know what tools and strategies you love, because this incredible technology is just getting started, and the conversation is wide open.